What is going on, guys? My name is Brassby, and welcome back to Sonic Frontiers. We are back, man. I'm excited to be playing this game. We are back on Sonic Frontiers. Last time, we got off of Ares Island. We got off that big old hunk of desert junk, and we freaking beat the frick out of Wyvern, a.k.a. Doomsday Zone Remastered. Bro, why y'all telling me how to dodge now? What the freak? Boom! Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so we're back off the desert island, and now we're here on Chaos Island, where we're gonna be continuing, and like always with the beginning of every with the beginning of every island, we're gonna go ahead and start off with exploration. That's gonna be our first main priority on this island. That's gonna be what we're gonna be doing first, and we're gonna get moving here. So yeah, it's been a little bit since I've actually played Sonic Frontiers or any game in general, but Chaos Island, man, is a little weird. It's not bad. It's definitely got I think the best music of the islands. I don't know. It's just got a nice music, and the look of it is cool, because I know a lot of people, especially in the Sonic fan base, really love like lava looking areas and like lava levels in Sonic. I don't really know why. I mean, I don't hate it. Don't get me wrong. Like Lava Reef Zone from Sonic 3 is like great, right? But it's like, I guess I just don't really understand the whole appeal. I don't know. To me, fire bad, but also water bad, you know? And there's also a lot of 2D. There's a lot of 2D in Chaos Island, which, to me doesn't really bug me, but I do know that when this game came out, a sect of the Sonic fan base, which I distinctly like to call the adventure fans, were complaining a lot about Sonic Frontiers Chaos Island because of the 2D and whatnot. So I mean, like I said, personally, it doesn't bug me. I don't really mind. Like, if anything, when Sonic games switch to 2D, especially in modern Sonic games, I kind of prefer it. It really helps your platforming. Like, I don't get me wrong, I like 3D platformers as well. Like, I've played the Jak games, y'all know. I played those on my channel, and I love the Jak games to death. They're some of my favorite, like, games of all time, and they control really well. But, like, for a game like Sonic, where, you know, you're doing high-speed movements, that's why kind of, like, the linearity of... I don't know if that's a word, but, like, the linearity of Sonic games really matters in the boost games, because it's like you're boosting, you're going at such a high speed, you really have to platform in a straight line. You can't do like what Jak or Mario does, where it's all this spread out jumping around and all this other stuff. It's really like a different thing. So it's like here bro, oh my gosh. So for me, like, it doesn't matter, but like I feel like with 2D you can kind of like just platform a little more precisely. You know what I'm saying? Like here I can do this, and now it's like boom, boom. I don't have to worry about falling off any platforms or anything. I can just move. I don't really have to worry about it. And it's like, and it doesn't really bother me, especially since it's like a really seamless kind of transition. And I know 9 times out of 10 just kind of don't really notice it. Like it's a whatever kind of thing. I don't really understand why there is a huge sect of the Sonic fan base that really complains about the 2D. Like, in my opinion, and don't get me wrong, this is in every fan base, so I'm not saying like, oh, this is exclusive to the Sonic fan base, but in my opinion, like, complaining about 2D and 3D is such a just small thing to complain about that really just does not matter. But, you know, Sonic fans are always going to complain about literally everything, including stuff that just kind of doesn't matter. Oh my, bro, I really just got screwed there. That's crazy. It's like, so in a way, like, I'm not expecting, you know, that. But I will say, Chaos Island is probably the most fun to do your spin dash jumping off of, because of its layout. the layout of Chaos Island very hilly, very rocky, but it has a lot of fun enemies to fight. So that's also another thing that I really like about Chaos Island. So I wouldn't say it's the worst island. I think all the islands are fairly strong, with Kronos probably being the weakest just because Kronos is very small. If Kronos was all three of the islands that were supposed to make it into the game, I think Kronos would be. Oh, sorry. Kronos would probably be the best, but it's like here, it's like I feel like I don't know, and it's a weird like the 2D thing, like going back on that because I really feel like I haven't like hit on that a lot. The 2D thing is kind of a weird thing because it's like a lot of people really like Sonic Colors. I love Sonic Colors, but there's a lot of people and there's a sect of people that really, really hate on that game and don't like it. And the reason for that is because of its 2D. They're like, oh, the game has too much 2D, so it's bad. Like, yo, just because a game has 2D doesn't mean it's bad. Like Mario had 2D, Mario still does 2D games. Like, there's not that many 3D Mario games. A lot of the Mario games are 2D, and a lot of people really like those games. And it's like, so, it's like, I wouldn't say that 2D is something that can make a game bad or good, or it's a make or break experience for me, personally. Like, it doesn't bug me. I like 2D, I like 3D, and now it depends. Like, if I'm expecting a full 3D experience, and for the most part, this game is a mostly You know what? I can't even get mad at that, because that one was my fault. For the most part, like, this game is a mostly 3D experience with, exceptions to cyberspaces and a lot of the platforming here in Chaos Island. But it's like, here, I just fell off of this. Now it's like, now that just broke the 3D or the 2D plane. Now I'm back on the 2D plane. It fixes itself. It's just, I don't know, man. It's a really weird thing to just, I don't know, complain about. And it's always been around. Like, and a lot of people are like, oh yeah, well, classic Sonic, is 2D. That's what we're expecting. It's like, yeah, I get that. But it's like, we're expecting, just because you're expecting 3D doesn't mean you should expect 2D. Like, I don't know. There's just always been this stigma of 2D in Sonic games ever since Adventure. Ever since Adventure 2 and like Heroes, there's like, we haven't had a fully like 06 was a fully 3D game, bro. And like, even though a lot of people wouldn't count that, which fair. It's like, a lot of people were like, oh, but. And yes, you can blame Unleashed and say it popularized it, but I think Unleashed made that being one of the core aspects of Unleashed made that game better for me. Because a lot of the main, like, huge 3D sections, like, was the Werehog. You just had a fixed camera. That was really it. Like, the Werehog had a lot of 3D. It really did. It just was, like, a huge, a huge sect of the Werehog levels had a locked camera. So it was a bit of a different thing with that one. So would I say that counts? Yes, you're still moving on a 3D plane. You're just in a locked perspective. But where does this go? Oh, that way. Ooh, I love this stomp. Okay, let me not go too quick. In a Sonic game is blasphemous, bro. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like for me, like, and I know that's a huge, like, 2D is a huge make or break thing for a lot of people, but to me, it's just such a weird thing to complain about. It really is. Like, I don't know why we're so caught up on it. Shinobi. We'll fight Shinobi. Oh! I am dying to the most simple of things today. It's not looking good for me, guys. It's not. I'm cooked. I'm cooked today. I really am. It's because I'm like trying to turn my brain off and I can't afford that. Oh, what's up, Shinobi? Yeah! 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 Let's go! I didn't mean to do that twice, but you know what? We did it. Nice. Yeah, like I said, I don't know why the gears are red here, but they are. Yellow probably would have made more sense, but anyway. Oh, we got a gear, so now we can actually go to cyberspace. And Chaos Island, I think, is going to take a little bit. Chaos Island is a very weird, like I said, it's a very weird area because there's so much hilly terrain, a lot of crossing over island barriers and whatnot. It's a lot of, I don't know, Chaos Island is a lot of work, bro. It is, and we're probably going to be here for a little bit, and honestly, oh, okay, we're good, we saved it. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I go ahead and, you know, do what happened with Ares, because Ares probably would have been would have had more videos if it hadn't have been for what happened with my camera, or my audio and that. But it's like my audio is good now in this, so it's like, you know, we're chilling, you know, we're chilling like villains, and we're moving. So it's like, you know, I'm not too concerned about it, but for the most part. Oh yeah, and so another thing that happens in Chaos Island, a lot of these little treasure things that you'll get from Psylooping don't turn out to be treasure on this island. And I'll say this, that's something I kinda didn't like about this game, or this island in particular. I like getting all the little like items and goodies from the I liked getting all the items and the goodies from the little treasure Psyloops, and it's like from here, it's like when you just unlock a spring, bro, it kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie, it's very disheartening, I guess is the best way to put that. But let's go ahead and get one of these cyberspaces. I might need to clutch up here in a second, so we're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna see how it goes. Oh boy. Oh. And obviously the boss fight for this island is also really freaking awesome as well. Oh, this one. Why do I get a feeling of deja vu? That isn't even the song for this one. Oh! How did I do that? Isn't this the green jungle from frickin' Adventure? And I think Frontiers also kind of knew what it was doing when it put like Frontiers levels, or not Frontiers, Adventure levels in this, because they know a large sect of the community is Adventure fans, which rightfully so. And you know, I'm not gonna spend most of this series villainizing Adventure fans just because I know that they do the most complaining in the fan base. And I know that no matter what I do, what I say about them, Sega's always going to appease them first, because they're the most vocal about things in this fanbase, bro. It's very annoying. There we go, hit that. Golly, the turning is atrocious in this game. Oh my gosh. I literally was full tilt turning on that. Oh! I'm so glad we had a checkpoint, I'm not gonna lie. Like, see, he doesn't even last on those turns. I beg you. What's the speed run time? I wonder if I happened to just beat it on accident. I doubt it. Yeah. 127. That's it. That's it, I think. Right? It is. We got it by a second, bro. You know what? I'll take it. It's an S rank. I'll take it. I probably could have shaved more off if it wasn't for how cyberspace controls, dude. But oh my gosh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Okay. Blue Chaos Emerald acquired, but not actually because I didn't go grab it. Anyway, let's get moving. What to talk about now? Now I got so focused on locking in that now I just kind of blanked. I don't know what to talk about now. You know, like That do be happening to me though. That do be happening. You know what I'm saying? Huh, 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 huh. Boom, boom, boom. Huh, huh, huh. All right. Huh. Yeah, I don't know, man. It has been a little bit, but like, oh my, oh my. And I do know now that I've kind of like I've also started to learn how to like mod, so I'm thinking about buying Sonic Frontiers again on my PC, so I can not only run it at the highest ranking possible, but also so I can freaking be the goat and mod the game and, you know, do like cool Sonic Frontiers mods, because I know that the modding community for Sonic Frontiers has gotten way, 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 way better since its start. Like, a lot of people are really modding this game, and it's mainly because of this game being good, because it's like Sonic Forces. I think people were modding it for a while, and then they just kind of gave up on it, because I know Overclocked came out and a lot of people played that, and it was really good. I'm not saying it was bad. I never played it, so I couldn't tell you. But based on the gameplay that I saw, it looked pretty. It looked pretty standard, you know, pretty good. And a lot of people really seem to love it. But at the same time, like, it's Sonic Forces, man. That doesn't, you know, beat away from the fact that that's Sonic Forces, and it really seems like a lot of people were, you know, fixing the physics for Forces and stuff like that, and then, you know, eventually, like, you know, people just gave up on the modding scene for that game. They really did. Like, they're really, and honestly, from the day that game came out, I really don't think there was any hope for that game left, you know? I really don't think there was, because that game was pretty much dead the day it came out. And I don't know why I've been talking about Forces so freaking much, despite my disdain for it. People are going to think I like it. But I don't know. It's just, like I said in one of the videos, it's such a weird thing of how Forces turned out that made it the way it is, that like you can just really just talk about it, you know? And it's like, and no matter what I say about Forces, most of you guys are going to agree with me, aside from the very few people that are on the Forces Defense Squad, you know? It's like this game, it's like, I know that every single time we have a new Sonic game come out, there is a defense squad of sorts that you know, comes to back the game, even though the game hasn't been out yet. And even when it comes out, some of them leave, but there's also a good bit of them that still stick around, you know, to see the game through and, you know, defend the game or actually think it's good. And I can understand little kids thinking Sonic Forces is good, because it's like a little kid's not going to notice if a game is absolute garbaggio trash booty. You know what I'm saying? Like, no little kid's going to understand that. But it's like, for the most part, can I attack you? Yes, that's what I wanted. It's like, for the most part, it's like, I don't think a kid's gonna notice that, but it's like, there are some people that actually really like Forces, and it's like, there's people gonna do that. And it's like, when Frontiers was coming out, there was gonna be a Frontiers Defense Squad, and, you know, because obviously we had lost a lot of trust in Sega after Forces. But then the game came out, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. And so now I wouldn't even say that there's a defense squad or needs to be a defense squad, because the game is good. I lost a lot of progress there. That actually kind of makes me frustrated. Nice. It's like, and it really is a captivating kind of just thing to speak about, talk on, because of the way it turned out. What? Can we? Yeah, there we go. I was about to say, I don't know what is going on, but, and because it's like, there are, like I've said, I like a lot of the Sonic games. I like most of the Sonic games, and it's just so, Sonic has done so many different things over the years that it's really weird to just kind of give an overall gauge of kind of like where he's at, what he's done, you know, is he good? Is he not? You know, kind of thing. It's a really weird thing that people talk about, and it's still debated to this day. There we go. That's what I wanted. You're back. Give me that. Okay. Over here, this way. Yeah, this is the stuff I like right here. When they just give me a stupid little, like, freaking... Oh! I gotta do that all again. And that's another thing I'll say about Chaos Island that I really don't like. Ares Island and like Chronos, you die and it's not a huge deal, but it's like Chaos Island, dude. You die and you get set back so far. It's so annoying. It really is. Like, I don't know why they do that, but they just do. It's really freaking annoying. Okay. I'm trying to kind of turn my brain on a little bit because you can really jump high. Okay. Get you. Come back down over this way. Grab these and look out for that thing. And then there's a map piece down there. So I'm going to go and do that instead. Because this is the jump rope thing. And if you just do this, you win. Easy. I win. Oh, by the way, so y'all know Totino's Mania. As of this video, I've probably already streamed it because I'm gonna be streaming it today. Because I'm filming this on a Saturday. Yo, can we get a Totino's Frontiers mod now? Like, that would be like great, like a Totino's Frontiers mod because of the Sonic meme. So if anybody that's unfamiliar with the Totino's meme, it has to do with, was it 2016 or 2017? One of those years, Sonic had a live stream that was infamous for having the buzzing sound, all that jazz, a lot of stuff that people know about, as well as it was sponsored by Totino's, and it was just I mean, it wasn't a bad sponsor, but it was just a weird sponsor, is what a lot of people like to say. It was just a really weird sponsor that Sega had. And so, you know, then it eventually became a meme because a guy named Silva Gunner made some like, made some like Totino's beats, and then somebody decided, let's make this into a mod pack and play the game. And since I figured out how to mod games, bro, let's get a Totino's Frontiers mod. Let's make it happen. Come on. Guys, work with me here. Silva Gunner, if you're watching this video, which I doubt you are, but if you are, bro, get to work on some Cyberspace Totino's music. Because then at least here's the thing. With Sonic Mania, the music is great. Your Totino's tracks were actually kind of like, they were actually kind of jamming. I'm not going to lie, but, you know, nothing beats the original. Nothing beats T. Lopez. That's just a fact of the matter. But it's like, it just dropped a gear. It just dropped a gear. Give me that. Yes. Nothing beats Totino's, nothing beats, but it's like Cyberspace. I wouldn't say that the tracks are bad by any means, but they aren't the best either, and it would just be optimal if you made some Totino's beats, because then at least the Cyberspace music would probably be worth listening to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hear me, Silva? Okay, we're good. Okay. Jeez, bro, I didn't realize there were so many spikes. Fortress, bro, we gotta fight him. We gots to fight him. Boom! Kaboom! Ha! Get dodged on. Kaboom! Boom. Blue tornado. Blue streak speeds by. All right. But yeah, like, dude, let's get to work on that, because I bet you anything we could make the cyberspace music like actually like bang if we made a Totino's like cyberspace music mix. You know what I'm saying? Like, you with me, Silva? You with me? You with me? Or you with me? Oh, there he is. What's up, Fortress? Okay, so Fortress flies around the map until you like reach his specific point. Honestly, why am I doing this? Because I just saw that there were buckets down there, and I kind of wanted to hit those. And there's actually a lot of enemies on Chaos Island. It really feels like there was a lot of... Oh! Woo! Okay, we're good. It really feels like Sega took their time, or Sonic Team really took their time with Chaos Island, because there's enemies literally everywhere. From small to, like, Guardians to, like, just kind of everywhere that you kind of look. And on this island, there are enemies everywhere. And for the most part, it's actually a pretty good thing, I would say. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like a lot of people were really complaining that this game was empty when it came out. And it's like, in a way, I see where that comes from. Because, oh my gosh, we lost so much progress. I knew it. In a way, I see where that comes from, because Sonic is fast. You know, and in an open world format, in an open world scenario, Sonic needs to have, you know, a lot of space to move around in. And so it's like, in that context, you know, it completely makes perfect sense for Sonic to be, you know, running around, you know, in a sort of semi-empty space. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, for that reason is why I think that like this game kind of did good, and why like a lot of people are like, oh, as an open world experience it's not that bad, but it's you know, kind of bad, but for a Sonic game, like, it's good. It's like, yes and no. I would be inclined to disagree slightly with that logic, because of the way that Sonic works. And I've always thought of it like this. Like I said, Sonic is fast. If you were to scatter a bunch of enemies everywhere, like in Breath of the Wild, or like you know, games like I wouldn't, GTA, I don't know why that came on my mind, but like just games where like you can open world, free roam, you can experience the map for yourself, and, you know, have fun, experiment, and there's a lot of enemies everywhere and stuff like that. It's like, for games like that works, because those characters are most likely moving slower. Sonic is all about keeping your speed up and running around as fast as you can, you know, doing platforming challenges and stuff like that. When you take and put a bunch of enemies in the open world, that kind of takes away that sense of speed, of feeling of Sonic, that sense of speed, in a way, I guess, if that makes any sense. It ruins that whole thing. Then it makes it to where it's like, oh, this is just an open world game with Sonic, but he doesn't run fast, you know? I feel like this game honestly probably would have been received really, really poorly if that had been the case, if they had put so many enemies. And it's like, you can kind of see that they did it here with Chaos Island, but I think they're spread out enough. And it's like, I would say that this world is pretty open. Just the only thing with the world in this game is that it's, I wouldn't say it's empty, it's just they spread a lot of the stuff out, so you still have a lot of room to move around when you're playing as Sonic. Because that makes sense. At least to me it does. I don't know. I'm not a game developer, so I really couldn't, like, tell you, like, what is and isn't, you know, what to do in a game. I'm just kind of, you know, just off the top of my head, kind of just thinking about kind of stuff like that. But it's, you know, it's something to think about, because I've always just kind of thought about how, like, people are like, oh, but, you know, that isn't, you know, it's empty, but the game is fun. It's like, yeah, there's actually a lot of platforming challenges which make the game less empty, but it's like, even when you get to Chaos Island or Ranos Island, there's a lot you can do. There's a lot of fighting that you can do, and there was a lot that you could do in, the Final Horizon DLC, but I felt like the Final Horizon DLC, as good as it was kind of an example of, like, what not to do, if that makes sense. Because it's like, they kind of took a little bit of that advice into mind and kind of made it, I honestly thought that he would parry that, but he didn't, and now I'm upset. And the Final Horizon was like, it was great, don't get me wrong, but it was just kind of strange. Huh? What? Huh? What? Huh? What? What? Bro, what? Dude. What? Y'all are seeing this, right? Sonic Frontiers, I love you, but sometimes I hate you. But like, I don't know, it just in that context of, sorry, I got really freaking sidetracked because of that kind of made me mad, I'm not gonna lie. Is this button not gonna work either? No, that button works but the other one doesn't. Okay, makes sense. And like I said, in the context of like that, like, you know, being able to run around, like, I think that the game was able to be received well because of that. But I think Final Horizon was kind of a thing of like, they put a lot of that in there and it was fine. It wasn't like bad, but it definitely felt kind of overwhelming, if that made sense. Like there was just so much there that you're just like, okay, what the heck? Because I feel like that's also important when making an open world game, because open world is like one of my favorite genres of video game, you know? So I feel like it's really important to not like oversensitize your audience that's playing your game, but it's like... You know what? If I die again... Oh my gosh, of course. Okay. Because we're getting on time here, man. I'm sick and tired of dying. Like I said, Chaos Island kind of doesn't pull any punches, and now that I'm here kind of playing it, I've realized kind of how annoying it is. I'm not going to lie. It's really annoying. Not that fun either. But it is just, yeah, like I said, it is just one of those things where it's like, there was kind of too much in the Final Horizon. Just a tad bit too much. And it was just kind of like, alright, you know, like, what the frick are we doing? You know, like, there's a little too much going on. I kind of don't know what to do. Now, don't get me wrong, like I said, it was a really good DLC. It was really freaking fun, and it was awesome to be able to play as characters that we haven't played with since 2006 again. But at the same time, it was just like, okay, there's a lot here to do, you know, especially with, dang, dude, some of those puzzles were actually, like, frustrating. Like, they were actually, like, I had to kind of scratch my head on some of them, bro. Like, I felt my forehead increasing and decreasing at the same time doing some of those. I was like, this is crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even comprehend how somebody would be able to do this. Woo! Alright, boom. I think I got it. Yes. You do a lot lower damage in extreme, so you really just got to be like, alright, wail away at this thing and hope it works, you know? But, yeah, so we've opened up actually a lot more than I thought, but, yeah, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys did like it, please make sure to leave a like on the videos. It does help out a lot and lets me know that you guys are liking what I'm putting out, as well as, hey, in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts kind of just on Frontiers and Chaos Island kind of thing, I guess, is the best way to put it. I know my discussion in this video probably wasn't as good as most of the other ones, but I don't know, like, Just the past few days, man, have been really crazy for me, like at work related, at my actual job. So I just really have just been so scatterbrained. So I really just haven't had time to just sit down, relax, and think about stuff. And I have so many playthroughs to think about and all that. So, and that's why I want to stream later today. So I can kind of get a chance to sit down, relax, and chat with everybody. And I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, and of course, if you're new around here, consider subscribing because we're going to be doing more Sonic Frontiers. And I did put up a poll, and it seems like, I don't know at the time of this video coming out, but it seems like right now, and I said I'd give it a week, Sonic Colors Ultimate is in the lead. So if it's still in the lead by the time the week is up, Sonic Colors Ultimate will be our next playthrough, Sonic playthrough on the channel, which I'm really excited about. I really like Sonic Colors Ultimate. I thought that Sonic Colors Ultimate wasn't as bad as a lot of people said it was. Mainly that's probably because I played the Xbox version, so I had the less glitchy version. But I still had a lot of fun with it, especially 100%ing it. There's just something about 100%ing. There's just something about 100%ing Sonic Colors. It just feels like really good. How did we get here? In one go. That's crazy. Anyway, that's gonna be all from me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.